You are listening Greet Your Ears Starting Podcast. Now streaming award-winning Stephen Leacock's My Financial Career, featuring actor Reid as our guest storyteller. By the way, interview with our guest storyteller Reid starts right after we finish the story. So, let's roll it now.
When I go into a bank, I get rattled. The clerks rattle me. The wickets rattle me. The sight of money rattles me. Everything rattles me. The moment I cross the threshold of a bank and attempt to transact business there, I become an irresponsible idiot. I knew this beforehand, but my salary had been raised to $50 a month, and I felt the bank was the only place for it. So I shambled in and looked timidly around at the clerks. I had an idea that a person about to open an account must needs consult the manager. I went up to the wicket-marked accountant. The accountant was a tall, cool-looking devil. The very sight of him rattled me. My voice was sculptured. "Can I see the manager?" I said and added solemnly, "Alone." I don't know why I said alone. "Certainly, sir," said the accountant and fetched him. The manager was a grave, calm-looking man. I held my $56 clutched a crumpled ball in my pocket. "Are you the manager?" I said. God knows I didn't doubt it. "Yes," he said. "Can I see you?" I asked. "Alone." I didn't want to say alone again, but without it, the thing seemed self-evident. The manager looked at me in some alarm. He felt that I had an awful secret to reveal. "Come in here," he said and led me away to a private room. He turned the key in the lock. "We're safe from interruptions here," he said. "Sit down." We both sat down and looked at each other. I found no voice to speak. "You are one of the Pinkerton men, I presume," he said. He had gathered from my mysterious manner that I was a detective. I knew what he was thinking, and it made me worse. "No, not from the Pinkertons," I said, seeming to imply that I came from a rival agency. "To tell the truth," I went on, as if I'd been prompted to lie about it, "I'm not a detective at all. I have come to open an account. I intend to keep all my money in this bank." The manager looked relieved, but still serious. He concluded now that I was a son of Baron Rothschild or a young Gould. "A large account, I suppose," he said. "Fairly large," I whispered. "I propose to deposit $56 now and $50 a month, regularly." The manager got up and opened the door. He called the accountant. "Mr. Montgomery," he said unkindly loud, "this gentleman is opening an account. He will deposit $56. Good morning." I rose. A big iron door stood open at the side of the room. "Good morning," I said and stepped into the safe. "Come out," said the manager, coldly showed me the other way. I went up to the accountant's wicket and poked the ball of money at it with a quick, convulsive movement as if I was doing a conjuring trick. My face was ghastly pale. "Here," I said, "deposit it." The tone of the words seemed to mean, let's do this painful thing while the fit is on us. He took the money and gave it to another clerk. He made me write a sum out on a slip and sign my name in a book. I no longer knew what I was doing. The bank swam before my eyes. "Is it deposited?" I asked in a hollow, vibrating voice. "It is," said the accountant. "Then I want to draw a check." Now, my idea was to draw out $6 of it for present use. Someone gave me a checkbook through a wicket, and someone else began telling me how to write it out. The people in the bank had the impression that I was an invalid millionaire. I wrote something on a check, thrust it at the clerk, and he looked at it. What, are you drawing it out again? He asked in surprise. Then I realized that I had written 56 instead of 6. I was too far gone to reason now. I had a feeling that it was to be impossible to explain the thing. All the clerks stopped writing to look at me. Reckless in misery, I made a plunge. Yeah, the whole thing. You withdraw your money from the bank. Every cent of it. Are you not going to deposit anymore? Said the clerk, astonished. Never. Now, an idiot's guide struck me that they may think something or someone might have insulted me while I was writing a check, and that I changed my mind. I made a wretched attempt to look like a man with a fearfully quick temper. The clerk prepared to pay the money. How would you have it? He said. What? How would you have it? Oh, I caught the meaning and answered without even trying to think. 50s. He gave me a $50 bill. And 6? He asked dryly. In 6s, I said. He gave it to me in a rush there. As the big door swung behind me, I caught the echo of roar of laughter that went up the ceiling of the bank. Since then, I beg no more. I keep my money in cash in my trousers pocket and my saving in silver dollars in my sock.
This was My Financial Career, written by author Stephen Leacock, featuring actor Reid as our guest storyteller. Hey, if you like this episode, if you like this show, make sure you subscribe us on Spotify, Apple, Ghana, Amazon, and the platforms you are listening. Also, do not forget to place a review or ratings for these shows, because your reviews and ratings are really valuable for us. You can review this show on Apple Podcast. You can rate this show on Spotify. You can also DM us on Instagram at the Podcast Audios and mention your review. Hey, and now don't walk away. Here is the interview with our guest storyteller, actor Reid. Here we go. Okay, so today we have Reid, the actor, the storyteller. Now we have him on board with us for the interview and know more about our guest storyteller, who was the voice behind this whole story. So,
Okay.
welcome to the show. Right?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, Ajay.
Yeah, we heard the story. It was amazing. Please tell us more about yourself, how this journey started, how this journey of becoming an actor started.
Okay. Well, my family background is from the Caribbean, the island of Jamaica. So I'm the youngest of 6, and I'm from a military family myself, and my brother and my nephews were all military. So I left the military in 2014-15. And, the job that I did in the army, I didn't kill people. I was an engineer. I was petroleum engineer. And
Okay.
I test fuel, tested all
Okay.
the fuel, etc. So getting to it, when I did leave, I was working at various airports. And I remember I was in Gatwick Airport, and somebody came up to me and he said, are you an extra? Do you know what an extra? I said, I'm not an extra. I'm an aircraft refueler. So he just left it at that. And he did turn to me before he shouted at me, and he says, look it up. Now, when I was driving home, I was listening to a particular radio station. It was called Magic. And lo and behold, the guy started talking about actors and extras work. So I thought, well, that's a coincidence. So as I said, when I did get home, I researched up on Google.
Just a quick. When this happened, like, what were you doing and somebody saw you? Where this happened? What was going on?
This wasn't right. This took place at Gatwick Airport. Gatwick is by Brighton, and I was living down that side in a place called Hastings. And at the end of the day, when you're finishing, you're just taking your equipment and just going through the terminal.
Mm-hmm.
And a tall guy and a girl They just kept on watching me, watching me. So I
Okay.
didn't really think anything. But
Okay.
as I said, coming back, they were watching more, and so I went over to them, asked them, "Is everything okay?" And that's what they said. That's what the guy said to me. Do yeah, are you an extra? So I went on
Oh.
Google, and
Hmm.
I haven't looked back since. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Okay. 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 This was just the start. Then, uh,
A coincidence.
okay. So, what were you like in school? Were you in the drama, any field of acting, or you particularly
No,
focus in the military only?
no. I was, to be honest, AJ. Mm, this acting thing. It just slapped on my doorstep at school. I was a very funny person. I love cricket. I had the opportunity to play for a county. It's called Warwickshire. I'm a good bowler, and in the army, if you're good at sports, they enjoy keeping you. And I was good at rugby, football, cricket. I love swimming. I love rock. I love skiing. I love everything like so, and that's all because of being in the forces. I always said to myself, when you're in the army, before you join the army, you're very narrow-minded. But when you
Yeah.
in the army, you're very open-minded to everything, cultures, people. I think the first people I really met out there were the Gurkhas, the people who were from Nepal. I tried their
Mm-hmm.
food, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And you have people from Fiji. I thought that when
Mm-hmm.
I first met them, I thought they came from Trinidad because they have like an Indian looking complexion of the way about the
Yeah.
curly hair.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
many Commonwealth soldiers. So, nothing. At school, I was a very quiet boy, studious. I loved chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
but I also loved sports. But chemistry was my thing. And
Wow.
yeah, I did it. I went into a polytechnic there, the slight university calling, and I did a 2-year H&D, high national diploma in chemistry. So when I
Okay.
did leave
Mm-hmm.
the university, you come home to
Mm-hmm.
Birmingham, and it's the same
Mm-hmm.
scenario. Oh, you have the qualifications, but you have no experience, or you have the experience, but you have no qualifications. So my brother said, "Well, why
Okay.
not join the army?" So I decided to take. I thought I was only going to do it for 4 years, but I ended up doing it for
Mm.
near 19.
Okay. So you told me about you. You love cricket. You
Oh,
play
I love it.
cricket.
I love it.
Okay.
Sorry,
So you met the perfect guy. I too love cricket. You
I
met the
thought so.
perfect.
I'm glad.
You
I'm
are
glad.
talking to an Indian guy. This
I
country
know. I
is full
know.
of
I know.
cricket, and this at this moment the festival is going on. Festival which we call as Indian Premier League. It is
Right.
IPL.
Yes.
IPL. I
Yes.
don't know you watch it, but we have a big
I do.
craze. Like this is the land of cricket. Okay, it
It
started.
is. It is.
Yep, yep. So
It
you
is.
are a bowler. You played county cricket, and that's amazing.
No,
I
no. Whoa, whoa. Wait a minute, my
Okay,
friend.
okay,
Slow
okay,
down,
okay,
Mister.
okay, okay. So you
I,
said,
I had trials to play. It was
oh,
Colts cricket leading on to county cricket, but that was from my
uh-huh.
school. But I went for 3 auditions and I didn't get the final one. But
Okay, okay, okay. In school period, this happened. Like,
it happened in
yeah, yeah,
school, and they
yeah.
saw me,
Okay,
and they
okay,
wanted for
okay.
me to go for trials, etc. So,
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
cricket, I played it in the army, and I played
Mm-hmm.
around friends, And talking about your cricketers, I've met I had met Gavaskar, I've met
Gavaskar,
Kapil
Sunil
Dev,
Gavaskar.
correct, Kapil
Yeah,
Dev.
wow.
What's he? I forget his name is
Is
Sachin
Sachin
Tendulkar.
Tendulkar
I've met him.
is god of
Hmm.
cricket.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
fantastic. I do love
Yeah.
the cricket, the Indian cricket.
Yep.
Hmm.
Amazing. So you met the biggest star of the Indian cricket.
I
Kapil
did well,
Dev.
to be honest, AJ, where my family live in Birmingham, Handsworth, we have a Handsworth Park, and every year, every
Hmm.
all the cricketers come over because they have it's like a Caribbean cricket team there, and
Oh,
Gavaskar came one time. Then you've got the Caribbean. You get Viv Richards, Joe
Viv
Garner
Richards.
came, Michael
Yeah.
Holding, a lot. So it was wonderful. It was as you know, we're Caribbean people and we love carnival. We love anything to
Wow.
dance. The thing, So
Wow.
that's what it was about. So that's how I met these guys, etc. And to be honest, I thought I would have been a really good cricketer, but I don't know. As my mother always said, there's always a reason for disappointment.
Hmm. So
Mm.
you mentioned all of those big names that I
Mm.
actually listen, and I actually also know these people by just by the name. So you met them.
Yeah,
Amazing,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
amazing,
very much.
amazing. This sounds really interesting. So
Mm.
now just tell me, just for my personal information, uh, are you like which team you support? You support England or West Indies? Like you
You
are
mean in
like
cricket or
yeah, in
sports?
cricket, in cricket.
Oh, I'm going to support the West Indies all the time. England
Okay.
aren't doing very well. Now England are not doing very well now. You support the champions. I mean, they had a test recently, and the West Indies beat England. I don't know if you heard about that.
I didn't know, but I'm not at that moment catcher, but that sounds amazing. West Indies
Mm,
beating England.
yeah, yeah,
We actually India is 2-1 up in the Test series that happened last year, but due to COVID,
right.
it got cancelled. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
jumping on. We are going too far in this topic because I love
Mm.
cricket and I came to know you are a great bowler and wow,
Oh,
that's
yeah, very quick,
you
very quick
started
bowler,
some
very quick.
okay, amazing, amazing.
Mm,
Now we are jumping on back to your first film project, like
mm,
uh like now imagining a guy who has military background, doesn't know anything
mhm,
about acting. You came from background where you were not aware where this was going to go. You were
mm.
not aware of what was going to happen. You
Right, right.
actually came from the place where you were clueless. And
Mm.
how this first film happened, just tell us the journey about that first film.
Which one? I mean, there's been a couple. Which one? You mean my very, very, very
Very
first
first,
project?
very first, like that first take, first day, what was going on, who came, who approached, how you said yes, what was that, how you
Well, my
actually stepped
first,
in.
yeah. My first role, it wasn't even a role. I was playing an extra in a museum, and I came in. You know,
Mhm.
I looked well because I like looking after myself, and I just sat down, and everybody was. I was very nervous, but I didn't make out. So they said to me, Wayne, I would like for you to just walk across the room. But me being me, I'm going to walk about something, touch things. And lo and behold, I walked and I touched the painting and everything fell down. So this, yeah, they said, no, Wayne, just walk. So I did, and they paid me £20 for that. But it was very
Oh.
nervous. But I think to myself, because generally speaking, I'm a very introverted person. You know, I don't really talk too
Mhm.
much about myself, etc. But
Mhm.
I figured to myself, if I could go into another character, I'd feel a lot more easier. So I now, anytime where I'm going to make a movie or do something, I make sure I read the script and I imagine how that character would be. So if I could be that character, I
Wow.
wouldn't feel so nervous sometimes, if you understand what I mean.
Wow, well, I got it. I got it. It's all method acting that you actually started
Yeah.
learning.
Mm. Yeah.
Actually stepping up, some taking few steps in the field of acting. You started figuring out how you can be the better
Mm.
version in this field.
Yeah.
You started maybe Stanislavski. You may be starting hearing these names. Uh,
I have
yeah, you
studied
may.
Stanislavski.
Yep,
That's where I
yep,
get it from. Yeah,
yep,
I
yep.
have. That's what I tend to do.
Hmm.
As I said, you had out one of my favorite actors is Mr. Robert De Niro in the fact that he knows how to embody himself in a character
Yeah, yeah.
and,
So
and bring it to
you
life.
must be
So
a
I try to do that. I try to
yeah,
do that.
yeah, yeah. You must be a big fan of the Godfather movie then.
Oh, not even bad. I like him. There was one he did. It was called Raging Bull. It is
Ah,
about a
yes,
boxer, Jake
yeah.
LaMotta. That was one of my favorite, and that really made me have an eye because remember he put on a lot. If you've seen the movie, you will
Hmm.
know that he had put on a lot of weight for that,
Yep,
etc. And
yep, yes,
I
yes.
think after that movie, I was endeared to him. Every movie that Robert De Niro um, is on, I'm always watching. Cape Fear, The Godfather, Casino, you
Yeah.
name it, I've seen majority of them. So I try to emulate my acting on the hard work and getting into a character. I do a lot of research on a character, and I get the library, sit down, and as I said, I'm not the
Yeah.
most talkative person. I'm more of a people's watcher, so I like to watch people
Ah,
to see
yeah.
how they do this, that, etc. So basically, that's me, really.
Wow, that's amazing. And I love this part of you. Like starting from just like a prop where they said just walk and touch this painting, where you actually
Right.
did and make them fall, all those stuff.
Well,
And
that's me.
you
Accident
blew
prone
it
Wayne
off
was
in the first part. You were nervous,
right.
but you hold on to that. You actually
Mm,
make sure that this particular thing, I'm going to make this thing a serious and a big part of my life. You hold on to that.
mm,
You try to research, to study, do all the thing and make yourself a better part. And now that
Sure.
is kind of journey that a listener while listening, like, it kind of
Mm,
motivates. It kind of motivates, and it kind of tell that this is the procedure. Nothing happens in the first one go. It happens with the process, and step by step it happens. It doesn't happen in the
it,
one go.
one
It's
day, overnight,
yeah, yeah,
overnight, they
yeah.
said. But you're right. You're right, taking the fact that you say it doesn't happen overnight. And this is the downfall of a lot of people who say, "Oh, I don't want to do acting no more because it's so hard and it's this." You have
Mm,
to push. You really have got. You've got
yes,
to do.
yes,
Imagine I gave up my job of doing aviation, etc. And I
yeah,
decided to go into the agency in order to get flexibility to go on acting things. And
yeah.
which is it's a big challenge. But if you feel that you have the
You have
talent,
an
if you really,
yes,
really
yes,
want it, you
yes.
go for it. You will go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Acting is a field. Remember, in Indian theater, I worked with a lot of actors. Been a part of big
mm,
theater group where
sure,
in the city of Mumbai, people were regularly people used to come and go. I was a part of the theater group, so acting, and
sure.
I've seen a lot of people from the different field of the job, not from the like they're going to theater and do this and that, leaving the job. So this is the field. Acting
Mm,
is the one such field that makes you leave your permanent job. It makes you
yes.
change the mindset of your own to pulling it out in something which
Mm,
cannot help you financially at a very
mm,
long time. But it makes
mm,
you quit that job and get and take a jump in this field of acting just because you want to do it. You don't know how you are going
yeah.
to survive. You don't know who is going to give
Mm,
you the break. You don't know how things will go on. But whenever you
mm,
find a place which you think, yeah, okay, this place sounds good to me, I want to do it, and this is where you take a jump, because and that's the beauty and that's the scariness of acting, because it makes a lot of people lose their jobs and make them believe that this
yeah.
is the field that you should
Yeah.
go. So yeah, yeah, this kind of scares me and actual motivates me, but this is
Well,
the
you see,
true
it
fact
would
of the
do.
acting.
It would do. This absolutely. You have got it 100%. Imagine you give up everything. I
Yeah.
think when I said I'm going to give it up to do the acting, I think people thought, "Is this guy crazy?" But my friends, you can feel when you feel it. I mean, my elder sister said, "You have found your true calling,"
Mm,
which means at the end of the day, this was the job which was meant for you. So to be other people and feel more comfortable than being somebody being your own self. It's strange, but
yeah.
it's but when it's in an organization, I in the world of film, it's perfect.
So now jumping back on the question, how many films
Mhm.
have you worked in at till now, till date, 2022? How many films?
How many movies
Yes,
that I've
yes.
made?
How many
Right,
movies?
I I've made Bone Orchard
Hmm.
last year. I've made Thieves in the Night this year.
Yeah.
I have made Caught Slightly Red Handed, which
Hmm.
was made last year, and also Junior. Junior is about it's I'm playing a coach,
Okay.
because I'm from the military. I'm a coach, and I'm very. I mean, it's on YouTube. I'm playing a coach, but my prodigy has a problem with his testicles, etc. And he's very nervous to speak to
Okay.
his girlfriend, and they're having problems, and it's affecting his performance, etc. So I'm almost like a confidant and a friend to him, etc.
Mm.
So that's that was the very first one, but the recent one was Thieves in the Night, and that was shot for roughly about 3.5 to 4 weeks in a place called the Isle of Wight.
Okay.
Hard,
Okay.
hard, very, very hard it was.
Awesome. Awesome. I've seen the work. I've seen you working. You were recording this part while, and we all talked while you were shooting that film. So,
Correct.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I know how busy you were. You were
Mm,
actually picking the call 3 a.m. in the morning and talking to me.
correct.
Hey, I just finished the film. I just finished the film. I've just finished the shooting, and I'm
Sure,
talking to
sure,
you.
right. We did. That's
I know.
correct.
Yeah, you were
Oh,
kind of
I'm sorry.
busy.
Can I say something, AJ?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
say
yeah,
something?
yeah,
On
yeah.
the 4th of May,
Hmm.
I will be doing. It's a half English, half Bengali movie.
Ah,
Chindra Bindu. So
Chindrabendu,
I,
Chindrabendu.
yeah, I will be playing. I think either like God's messenger. I mean, what
Okay.
happened? The woman, Rosa,
Hmm.
she found me on one of the sites, and I'd done a rendition of a Shakespeare speech. Well, it's called Puck's speech.
Okay.
It's from one of the Shakespeare books, which I forget the name. She liked my rendition of it, so she got in contact with me last week. So on the 4th of May, I'm going down to play God's God's receptionist or God's
Wow.
PA,
Yeah, yeah, I
etc.
got
So
it.
I'm looking forward to that. Very much
Wow,
forward to
wow,
that,
wow.
etc.
Awesome,
Mm.
awesome. It is a Bengali play. Just hit me up with when it comes out. So I'll be
I will do.
also, I saw the post on Facebook. I saw the post on Facebook. So hit me up when it goes like it is there. I'll be helping you out.
Will do.
I'll also post it on my social networks and let the
Right.
people
Yeah, I'm
know.
looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Looking
yeah,
very much
yeah.
forward to that,
Wow.
etc.
Okay, so now jumping on the question, which
Mm.
is your favorite movie? Name your favorite movie. Why you
My
love it?
well, I did touch on it just I did touch on it earlier on. My favorite movie would be Raging Bull by starring the
Okay,
great Robert De
okay,
Niro.
okay. Raging Bull. So why you loved it?
Mhm.
What is the which part you loved it? What attracted you to that particular film?
I think Robert De Niro's complete transformation. Initially,
Hmm.
he was a fit boxer, but he got tied up with all the trappings of stardom, money,
Hmm.
women, drugs. And
Hmm.
it's, you've got to be disciplined when you're doing boxing, So the discipline was not there, but the way how he
Yeah.
managed to transform himself, that he put on the weight, etc. And plus he was shot in black and white. So it made it eerie, but very interesting. And I just thought he had a presence about him. People have said, well, Wayne, you have a presence about you, but he has a presence about him.
Wow. The
Mm,
discipline part that attracts a lot of people. It attracted you. You being a part of the discipline, the military. Discipline is the
mm,
first and the fundamental part of your whole profile and whole work.
absolutely.
So yeah, that
Absolutely.
I get it. The reason why you must have liked it, that was the hook point for you. You need
Mm,
discipline. People
correct.
putting, yeah, yeah.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Correct.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What is the one thing that you love about acting? What is the one particular thing?
Having the ability, as I said, especially for people who are very quiet,
Hmm.
having the ability to transform yourself into another character and bring that character to life, etc.
Hmm.
So you can hide behind somebody else, so to speak, if you understand what I mean by that.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
be
yeah.
somebody else. So that's the idea for me. I enjoy bringing characters to life.
Who's your favorite actor in this industry? Maybe it's Hollywood
My
or any actor. Name one actor that you love or admire most. Actor,
one
actress.
I like.
Okay, you get
I've
three to
got
four
to
choices.
say.
Okay, you
All
get three,
right.
four
Well, Robert De
choices.
Niro's okay. Robert De Niro's up there. I love Denzel Washington.
Hmm.
Um, there was an actor who passed away recently. He died of colon cancer. He was in the Black Panther movie. I forget his
Oh,
name.
oh, oh.
Chadwick Boseman. I love
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
love him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I also like Jack Nicholson.
Hmm.
These four. I also like Jack Nicholson, but Chadwick Boseman,
Hmm.
wonderful, wonderful. He left this world far too soon. Denzel
Yes.
Washington, Robert De Niro, and Jack Nicholson. Nicholson. Sorry, yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Got it. Got it. People get it. People know who these are.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, they get it. They get it. Did you saw the Oscars that happened recently?
Did I saw the what? Excuse me.
Oscars
Oh
2022.
yes. Oh, I saw the Oscars.
So
Hmm.
Will Smith got famous for something that didn't want to happen. Something that people should not remember him for. Uh, he got an Oscar for Best Actor. King Richard.
Right.
Receiving a
Hmm.
Best Actor
Yeah.
is a dream for every actor. Best Actor in Oscar. It's
Hmm.
dream for every single actor, but the timing was wrong. Like, what's your opinion? How do you look up to on that particular topic? What's your point of view on that? How do you look up on that?
Well, if my partner is generally a very quiet person, and if I
Hmm.
invited her to the Oscars, and um, as Chris Rock was saying, things like that. Well, first of all, I wouldn't get up and hit him, and not at all. You know, at the end of the day, there's a time and a place.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, in a break, then you bring him to the side and say, well, we don't really like that.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I agree with, I don't know if you know, the next day, Jim Carrey said, if he was
Yes.
him, he would have
Yes.
slapped him with a
2 million.
200 million. I totally agree. But then again, as regards to Denzel Washington said, and I don't know if you remember,
Yeah.
guy said when he was giving the words, he says, when you become this famous, that's when the devil comes out to see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So that is probably, I mean, I totally disagree with that. I think he should have done it in a lot more etiquette. But you see, American people and British people are different. We're very reserved people. American people are
Hmm.
very tell it to your face type of people, etc.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, that was very, very uncalled for. But at the end of the day, he's paying the price. He's been banned for 10 years. He's
Hmm.
going to find work very, very hard to come by, and something so small. And I think the wife, I don't know, she has got something to do with this, you know. But anyway, such is life. I can't say anything. I don't want anybody to sue me or anything like that, AJ. So he should not
Yeah.
have done that. He should certainly not have done that, etc. If
Yep.
it was my partner, I would have
Hmm.
brought him to the side, etc. We don't really want this at all. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't care if
Yeah.
you're a
Yeah.
comedian, tone
Yeah.
it down or turn it
Hmm.
off.
So now just leave the Oscars behind. But we, as in being an actor, you being an actor, I being in field of media, I just wanted to like how things will change. You don't like, you may be the best actor, but if you perform something badly, people will not remember you for what and who you are. People will remember for how you behave as a human. So
Right,
these two are
right.
different thing. Being human and being an actor, how good you are
Mm,
professionally, personally, that things really matter. How you carry
yeah,
yourself in personal way,
exactly.
and people don't care in the whole public
Mm,
way that how good you are as an actor. They care more about how personally good you are as human. Okay, that
correct,
was the point of
correct.
view. That's why I brought
Mm,
the topic in. Now,
mm,
just being
mm,
an actor working in film for a very long time, you have your upcoming film ready, a play coming
mm.
up, um, and the movie that you shot in February, that is coming up in few months. Now doing such a
Right.
lot of work, still
It
working,
was.
still working.
Mm,
What
mm,
advice you
mm.
like to give to the young actors or the actor who are aspiring actors trying to get into the field? What advice you would like to
I would like to say, don't give up. Even if even if things get terribly, terribly tough and you think I can't do it anymore, don't give up.
give? Mm.
Okay, God helps quitters. Okay,
Yeah.
continue working and you will be blessed. Continue pushing as hard as you can and you will be blessed. And
Wow.
remember, always give praise to the Almighty every day, and I guarantee you, you will be blessed. Because I've been doing this game for what, 1.5 years, catching to 2 years, and I've had so much work to do, etc. And it's not about talent; it's about being in the right place at the right time. But
Yeah.
don't give up, my friends, ladies, gentlemen, don't, because it's worth it. You remember, you're starting out, so it gets hard, 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 but eventually that corner will turn and it will get even better, better, better. Then it's going to turn again, and it's going to a home straight, which means you've made it. So always keep pushing. I'm always looking for, after my job, I always look for another job. Quick like
Mm.
that, quick like that. I'm
Mm.
always pushing, pushing. I'm always hustling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love the example that you gave. Just like
Absolutely.
yeah, you feel like it goes up, up, up. If it make becomes harder, then the angle changes, and
Okay,
that's
exactly.
where you find you made a better version of yourself, and that's where you
Absolutely.
started making a good opportunity out of that. Wow,
Mm.
that was amazing. Please tell us what are your upcoming projects, your movies, just mention here so people can take a look up to. What's your upcoming, how many movies are upcoming in this year?
Right. I've got Chindra Bindu.
Okay.
I've also got one which is called Kicking the Crown Jewels. Now, I am at a drama school, and one of the drama guys has written a story.
Hmm.
It's almost like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrel type of movie. I don't know if you've seen that with Guy Ritchie, but it's set in London. I'm
Okay.
playing an American, a very brash, loud, tell
Okay.
it like it's because he wants his money.
Okay.
So I've got to play like that, etc. Not that Americans are brash and like that, etc. I'm playing that type of a character, but I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a lot of
Gotcha.
American relations. All right. So
Gotcha.
basically that's it really. And I have got for auditions for 2 more, but
Hmm.
I've not received any reply yet. But the 2 that I'm going, and Chandra Bindu
Yeah.
and um, Jewel in the Kicking the Crown Jewels,
Yep.
they will be taking place. Well, I know one's on the 4th, but we're just
Mm.
finding out the location for the Crown
Okay.
Jewels one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's it really. So it's
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
is going well. Going well.
Amazing. Amazing. So also the one that you were talking about that you finished in February. What's the name of that movie? Please tell us again.
Oh right. That is called Thieves in the Nights. Well, the
Thieves in.
plots, the actual,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Thieves in the Night, the actual plots. It's 3 robbers
Hmm.
have done a bank robbery or a robbery. They've got money
Hmm.
and they're looking for somewhere to hide out for the nights. And they
Oh.
go into this house thinking that it's empty, and it's not. The family are there, and all hell breaks loose. Some people
Wow.
die, some people live, etc. It's a good twist to it, a good twist to the story.
Wow. Wow. This sounds amazing. I'm already hooked in
Mm,
that. Okay. Okay. That sounds great to the listeners who
it
have.
is
Yeah.
a lot
To
of
all the
hard
listeners.
work, but it's good.
Yep, yep. To all the listeners, you may catch up with this as all the social media links will be
Mhm.
mentioned. Just for the quick, please mention your social media profiles where people can connect with you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or whichever platforms you are. Please mention your social media or mail ID.
I am. I'm on Facebook.
Hmm?
I am Instagram, and I
Mention the
am
name,
also
they name, handles, names.
right. The name is up. The name is upstairs because I've got my passwords and my numbers, etc. Could you give me 2 minutes to get
No,
those?
you don't have to tell the passwords and all. Just the name of by what name are you on
All right, I'm
Facebook?
sorry. It's
Yeah,
Facebook. It's just Wayne
Wayne.
Reid. That's
Okay,
Reid, Wayne Reid.
okay.
And
On Inst.
Twitter,
Yeah.
it, Twitter is Wayne Reid again.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, and Instagram is Wayne Reid again. It's that
Okay.
simple.
So all Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, he is by
Mhm.
name Wayne Reid. And not to worry about all the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter link will be mentioned in the description of this particular episode. So there's no problem.
Right.
Just check the description of the episode, connect with Wayne, and connect with the work and the movies that he's coming up with. Connect with him. He's open for
Correct.
all that kind of thing. Show some love for our dear guest storyteller and actor, Wayne Reid. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I know your
That was
time is
wonderful.
really valuable time, and I really appreciate that you took the time for this interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. It was absolutely wonderful to talk to you, etc. You got everything to a T. Marvelous. Long may your success continue, my friend.